On October 15, 1860, when Abraham Lincoln ran for president, a little 11-year-old girl, Grace Bedell, came to her desk and looked at the portrait of Abraham Lincoln. On the portrait, Lincoln's face was clean and beardless. Grace Bedell felt that Lincoln's face was plain and doesn't stand out so well for his appearance. She thought up an idea to inspire Lincoln to have a beard to stand out better for his appearance. She grabbed the pen and began writing on a piece of paper to Mr. Lincoln, telling him that he would look better and more outstanding with a beard on while running for president. She put the letter in an envelope and mailed it to Mr. Lincoln. When Mr. Lincoln received a letter from Grace Bedell, he read all about it. On the letter from Grace, it said,
"Dear Mr. Lincoln, I have got 4 brothers and part of them will vote for you anyway, and if you let your whiskers grow, I will try and get the rest of them to vote for you. You would look great deal better for your face so thin. All the ladies like whiskers and they would tease their husbands to vote for you and then you would be president. Sincerely, Grace Bedell."
After reading the letter, Mr. Lincoln thought for a moment. He grabbed the pen and began writing on a piece of paper to write her back in response in a polite, civil way. 1 week later, on October 22, 1860, when Grace received a letter from Mr. Lincoln, she was anxious and excited to read it. She opened the envelope and read the letter all about it. On the letter from Mr. Lincoln, it said,
"My dear little miss, your very agreeable letter of the 15th is received. I regret the necessity of saying I have no daughters. I only have 3 sons, one who is 17, one who is 9, and one who is 7 years of age. They, with their mother, constitute my whole family. As to the whiskers, having never worn any, do you think people would call it a piece of silly affectation if I were to begin it now? Your very sincere well-wisher, A. Lincoln."
After reading the letter from Mr. Lincoln, Grace became a little sad and disappointed that Lincoln wouldn't commit to grow a beard just because she wrote him a letter. But it was only a little suggestion in a letter Grace wrote to him. She thought maybe perhaps someday Mr. Lincoln might change his mind to grow whiskers. She once again looked at the portrait of the beardless Abraham Lincoln. She imagined if Abraham Lincoln were to have a beard, his face would look fuller and more distinguished. Grace decided not to give up hope for Mr. Lincoln to have a beard during the presidential election, and hopefully he would soon. In November of 1860, during the presidential election, Mr. Lincoln's whiskers on his face began to grow. It took him more than a few weeks for his beard to fully grow. In February of 1861, Abraham Lincoln won the election and his beard was fully grown. He became the 16th President of the United States and was the first president to have a beard. After that, President Lincoln visited Westfield, New York, to meet Grace in person. Grace was happy and delighted to see Lincoln with a beard on. Her wish did come true. This is how Lincoln's beard became a famous icon for him. And this is how Lincoln was a very unique president.